Well, interestingly, I had read the story probably several years ago, or as most kids, I mean, I might have read it in high school, I don't remember. And it just really appealed to me um, as, as a piece of beauty. And I mean that in terms of the emotional context that it deals with. Um, so my interest in this particular story, I think, really deals with just the impact of the search for something to help make a better life. Now, adding to that is I grew up on a beach. Using the water as your life force, whether it be for nutrition or just spiritual growth, I think I identify certainly with that aspect of life on the Gulf. And so I really took this as an opportunity for, through our artistic team here, is to let the people of La Paz have a voice through John Steinbeck. I mean, it's actually his language. He uncovered the story, but the story itself has been going on forever, you know, in that particular village. So it was an intrigue with his way of writing. It was intrigue with the sea, and my grandmother's name is Pearl, and I really, I don't know, I like it. And once I got started thinking about it, I knew that I didn't want to do it as a regular play, that I didn't want to do a stage play of the Pearl, but what I wanted to do was staged in such a way that the audience was having a full scope of possibilities of understanding. We certainly did not know when we arrived, well, first of all, that there was anything in, you know, that Lake Ray Robertson Denton was going to work for us. And we arrived there and saw the possibilities, and just, you know, that was a relatively large group of people collected together, focused on one event. You know, and so for those young, you know, and some of those guys are 18, 19 years old. You know, so it's quite exciting, and I do. I really enjoy it when they show their excitement and they tell me about it. I'm like, this is so cool. I've never done anything like this before. Yeah, rather than the distinction of this is the film, this is the stage, this is the dance, this is the music, is I really have a sense that the arts, when merged together, provide a very powerful voice for whatever the message is. You know, I think that conflict about what's the relationship of film to what we're doing, and you know, and I think you've been very generous with me in terms of we're not making a film, we're creating cinematic images. I think that we have enough footage to make a film, but in essence, and I think about that. You know, I played with that the other night in terms of when I looked at your work again and saying, you know, we could really do something with this. You know, so I feel like I just feel like it's important to try it. I know that technically we have a long way to go to understand this process, but with the young designers I'm working with, the student designers, is what I think we've been very clear is we're going to try this, and some of it's going to work and some of it isn't, but we're not going to know unless we try it. You know, it's, for me, Arvind, I think what's really fascinating is wanting to do this and having these images flying through my head and somehow now having this bunch of people who want to do this, you know, and it's become real on several occasions, but when we were doing the first series of film shoots and the guys were so excited about 30 seconds, you know, on film or in the water, and I realized that many of them have, most of them have, I don't think have ever worked on film. And so it's the aspect is, all of this is educationally valuable. Whatever the product is then becomes an audience process. It's the process for the audience, and the actors will continue to grow, and as will the, you know, the designers and the stage manager and the technicians, everybody that makes it happen. But I really feel that we're just presenting an opportunity, you know, and I just happen to have an idea that people think is interesting.